which is impersonation. This is interesting, this one. I want to figure out, what do they mean by impersonation? Because do they mean like, I don't know if you know about Godfrey the comedian or Jay Farrell. He's one that most must know. Like, he does impressions of other people. You get what I'm trying to say? So let's see what they mean by this, because you know what I mean. I ain't trying to call him out, son. I'm just saying, like, what do they mean? And this is what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I may have an idea to want to, because in fact, I tell you, I had this content in mind here that I wanted to do, but I held off from it because, like I said, I didn't know why. One of my favorite sports is football. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it here, but like, basically, I was trying to impersonate. I wanted to impersonate a particular footballer and just do a guess that footballer. Because you know how certain football, in fact, most do, but there's certain footballers that have a certain personality trait or they do certain things, and I just wanted to imitate and get people guessing who is this. You know what I mean? That's what I would. Anyway. But let's see what it says, and if my idea has any chance of violating the terms, it's not going to happen. So let's go. The safety of our creative viewers. Okay, we don't need to read that because we read that in the previous one. So, content intended to impersonate a person or channels is not allowed on YouTube. YouTube also enforces trademark holders' rights. When a channel or content in the channel causes confusion about the source of goods and services advertised, it may not be allowed, which is very interesting because the other day on my other channel, I came across a video from someone who was saying, I didn't click on their video to be honest, but like I did see it like a suggestion, and they mentioned something to do with how they copied someone else's channel. You know what I mean? That they literally changed the name or something like that. Like, I was like, huh? So isn't that not an impersonation of a channel or a person? I'm just saying. That's what I think. That's an impersonation. So I'm not going to learn from that person. I'll be real with you. I ain't trying to violate no YouTube community guidelines. None. Non-social. I'm not going to violate no social media guidelines. I'm going to learn everything I need to learn. Yeah? Learn everything I need to learn and get an understanding. You understand? But anyway, let's keep it moving. If you see a content like that, if you see content that violates this policy, report it. See it, sort it, report it. If you know, you know. TFL on that. If you feel that yours or another creator's channel is being impersonated, you can report the channel. All right. So, what these policies mean for you? If you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it fits any of the descriptions noted below. Now, if let's be real, if you are a content creator or you post content on YouTube, I think you really need to pay attention to this. Like myself, I really have to really understand this. I have to understand this. I really do. Channel impersonation. A channel that copies another channel's profile, background, or overall look and feel in such a way that makes it look like someone else's channel. The channel does not have to be 100% identical as long as the intent is clear to copy the other channel. That's interesting. It makes me think that if you're writing your bio and you see someone else's bio and you see that they're successful with their bio, because I remember I was watching something with someone else and then they were saying, no, just look at someone's bio, look at how they've done their bio. And it's interesting. One of my favorite YouTube reactors, I listen, no live chat, like he's one of my favorite YouTube reactors there. I mean, he is one of the OGs, let's be real. But the real OG is, you know what I mean? It's Two Blunt TV. Do you understand? If you know, you know. But let's keep it moving. So, aside from that though, like when I was doing my research, I'm like, hang on, his bio is very simple, basic, straightforward, straight to the point. You know what I mean? So I'm like, even the other day before my account got the strike on that, I got restricted for a week. I even was seeing, like, for example, a comedian, Paps, is here. Like, trust me, perhaps it's too funny. Like, I want to react to his content if I can. I'm gonna seek his permission to see if I can react to his content. That's what I'm gonna do. You understand? It's gonna be like that. If I can't get permission beforehand, I ain't reacting to their content, bruv. It is what it is. Obviously, YouTube is different because anyway, let's keep moving. So channel impersonation, we mentioned that. So personal impersonation, content intended to look like someone else is posting it. Okay, if you operate a fan channel, make sure you state so explicitly in your channel name or handle. It should be obvious to your viewers that your channel doesn't represent the original creator, artist, or entity your channel is celebrating. For example, Cristiano Ronaldo was very smart to create his own channel. You know why? Because there are so many channels impersonating, or so not impersonating, but so many other channels that dedicate towards Cristiano Ronaldo. You get it? Same way with Lionel Messi, they got that as well. But I only use Cristiano Ronaldo as an example because he has his own YouTube channel. If Lionel Messi had his, that would literally break the internet. Literally. Like, I don't think we'd be able to be on the internet for 2 days, if that. You know what I mean? Even though Ronaldo is the better footballer, but we won't get into that. We're not going to debate that. But anyway, listen, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, if you've just joined the live, you know what I mean? Shout you out. If you're new, you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, you know what I mean? And check out all my other videos and all that stuff there. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. You know what I mean? And in the live chat, you know, let's get the conversation flowing and going. All right, so examples. Here are some examples of content that's not allowed on YouTube. Channels with the same identifier, channel name or handle. An image as another channel with only a different being, a space inserted into the name, zero spacing, or the letter zero. That's a bit of a tricky one because sometimes, you know, when you, like, one thing I've noticed about social media, just reminds me of the MSN days. If you know, MSN Messenger days, if you know, you actually know. Like, because the reality is, there's going to be some people with similar names. You understand? There's going to be people with similar names. Or the thing is, you want a name that is, like, I take for example, like the name that is so familiar, is, let's say if you want to create a YouTube channel, or, well, you already have a YouTube channel because you're watching this, but like, let's just say you wanted to change the name to, I don't know, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, just for a prime example. Do you know how many Mr. and Mrs. Smith that exist in this world, let alone exist on YouTube? You understand? So you got to find a way to differentiate. Is that the word? Differentiate. You got to find a way to be different. You know what I mean? So I hear it, but I don't hear it. So that I don't know. Anyway, using someone else's real name, username, image, brand, logo, or other personal information to trick people into believing you are that person. I definitely hear that one. I definitely hear that one. Setting up a channel using the same identifier, channel name or handle, and image of a person, then pretending that person is posting content to the channel. I definitely hear that one. Setting up a channel using this. Did we read that? Hang on. That looks similar. Setting up a channel using the name and image of a person, then posting comments on other channels as if they were posted by that person. I hear that. And I hear that, but it's funny because that reminds me of a time, just like a couple years ago, or more than a couple years ago now. I remember on it was actually on Instagram. Yeah, I remember I posted. Normally I do, if you know, on YouTube I usually, especially with this channel, I usually leave a comment, then I say facts or true or definitely or true. So you see, like with my other channel name, from my other channel, the other name that I use, which is real versatile. Like, imagine, it's funny, because like I'm just thinking about it now. Like, what in Instagram, what I did, where I left a comment and then I said so, I don't know what specifically I said, but I said something. I made a comment, then I said definitely or true or facts or true or something like that. And then someone said, "Oh, you're trying to copy someone, blah blah blah." I'm like, Like, I can't remember what I said here, but I'm like, do you not know that's me, bruv? Do you know what I mean? That's me. Like, so it's interesting that though. That's what I remind me of. It's interesting. It's funny that because it's like it's me. Like, how do you not know? And it goes to show that some people can identify with something, but they may not know who that person is. However, there have been times where I was at an event, and basically they knew that they knew who I look like. Basically, they knew what I look like. So obviously, they clicked on my channel and they've seen my video. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just seeing my comments. So I respect those people there. Do you know what I mean? I respect everyone. Don't get that just. I respect everyone. Let's get back to this though. Get me? This isn't necessarily about me. This is about learning what are the YouTube community guidelines. There's so many of them. So where was we? So channel claiming to be a fan account in the channel description, but not stating so clearly in the channel name or handle, or posting another channels and re-uploading their content. Okay, that's interesting. Re-uploading someone else's content. Channels impersonating an existing news channel. Wow, that's interesting because you know how there's different news outlets, but they post more or less the same content. You know what I mean? They post more or less the same content. So what are we talking? That's a differently interesting one. However, personally, I'm not like I may talk about news here and there, but the news I will talk about is more or less to do with sports and entertainment, and mostly it depends on what it is. It depends on where I'm getting that sort of information from as well. That's key. Yeah, that's very key. Okay, so what happens if where is it? So did I miss something? Channels in person. So yeah, we got that. So remember, these are just some examples, and don't post content if you think it might violate this policy. So you know what this has got me thinking? This is what I've learned from this. This is what I genuinely learned from this. I've learned in regards to posting content. Where is it? It says something here. Where was it? It said send up. No. Where was it? There's something else. Or was it up? No, yeah. So it was. Yeah, here it is. So set up chooses so an image of a person and pretending that person is posting content to the channel. So it's got me thinking. Yeah, the content that I'm posting. So for example, like the reels or the YouTube shorts. It's got me thinking how I really need to be more creative with my reels. You understand? Instead of just trying to do what I've been doing in the past, I'm gonna try and switch it up a little. You know what I mean? Like I want to try and switch it up a little, be a little bit better. But anyway, I don't know a little bit better, a lot better. You know what I mean? It's always good to be better than you previously were.